What's up, good people? How you doing today? Today you are hearing me early, but I actually taped this late last night after the president's speech, okay? I'm not going to play the intro. We're going to get right in. We're going to talk about Tesla. We're going to talk about Apple. We're going to talk about NIO. And I'm going to tell you where I purchased all three of these stock at, all right? If I purchased or before or after the earnings call. And there's been a lot of things going on. Like, the Fed was supposed to speak and the market was like, eh. Then, FANG was supposed to be, the big tech earnings calls. And then the market was like, yay. And then the president was supposed to be, the president spoke last night and the market was like, huh. And so we're going to just try to see how it had an effect on what we're going to do going forward. All right, good people. All right. So if you're new to the page, go ahead, take your finger right now, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. And those of you that's part of the family that we call Stock Up, go ahead and hit the like button. It helps to keep me alive. Thank you very much. And very briefly, I am an influencer for Webull. If you click the link below, provided in the comments, especially for those of you that only have one trading platform, you're going to want this one. All right. Click the link below, download the app, deposit $100 and get 2 free stock worth up to $1,850. I like it because I can trade 3.5 hours before the market opens and 4 hours after it closes. Love that. All right, let's get right into it. I'm going to put my glasses on because it's late and my eyes are tired and I can't see these words even though I wrote them. All right. Oh, here we go. So let's first talk about some of the things that the president talked about in his $1.8 trillion American Families Plan, right? He talked about 500,000 charging stations. Again, right? So it's coming, charging stations, and there's more than one charging station. And I know, just like you guys, I'm the most bullish, should I say the most heavy on ChargePoint, CHPT. But I also want you guys to look at CLII. CLII. Just give that a look. I have some positions in it also. Okay. All right. So he did say that we want to lead the world in production of electric vehicles and batteries. He specifically said and batteries. All right. He also said he wanted to replace all pipes that have lead. So you're talking miles and miles, probably thousands of miles of piping that have lead. So for those of you that know how to search for stock that will be affected by that, I'm just giving you some tidbits, right? But he also said, according to his capital gains tax plans, people making over and corporate tax hike, people making over $400,000, you're talking about a 39.6% tax increase. That is humongous, and that's not good for the market. It's not good for creating jobs. Now, the other things, the clean air and all of that, infrastructure and all of that, that's good for creating new jobs, but the tax isn't. So it's kind of like canceling each other out. So I guess some economists say maybe it's flat, right? For those of you that want to start, going political, I'm just going to take it down. We don't discuss politics here. We only discuss politics as it pertains to our money. Right, good people? Right. I heard somebody say, amen. All right. So let's move on to Facebook. All right. Facebook hit the ball out of the park, right? They had a great earnings call. Facebook actually hit an all-time high today. So Facebook hit an all-time price high today. That's how good it was. It was moving. And then Apple had its earnings call. I know it's Thursday, so I'm going to say yesterday. Apple had its earnings call, and it was a great call. It was up as high as 4% after hours, because they report after closing bell, right? So what I did on Apple, Facebook is long term, so I just keep it, adding a little. I don't have that much of Facebook actually. I have a little Facebook. I know some of you guys have a lot. I don't. So I'm not going to really cover Facebook. Apple I am, because my $5 a day challenge, and I'm going to leave a link here. I want everybody to watch it. All right. If you don't participate, get your kids, your nieces, your nephews, your girlfriends, Jim Bob, them, Day Day, them. I want them all to look at this video, but it's because it's going to help create generational wealth. All right. I added Apple to my $5 a day challenge. Okay. $5 a day challenge. So I added Apple, and those of you know I covered it yesterday. And so I already added Apple to it, and I've already purchased it. And a lot of you guys have. The good thing is we did it before it actually went up a little bit. So it's probably up about 2%. And so Apple, I bought before the earnings call. I knew it was going to be good. And I'm just telling you guys that I'm buying Apple every month. I think Apple is, when you look at how good their earnings report is and how little it moved. And it did that last quarter also. It didn't move worth anything. Just look at, everything from the deliveries, the iPads, the iPhones, everything. They just hit the ball out of the park, right? And I personally believe in time to come, you'll be able to get the $1,000 iPhone for $200, and they're just going to be making their money off of services. That's where I see Apple headed. But the big catalyst for Apple is I still believe they're going to get in electric car vehicles. The EVs. Yeah, electric vehicles rather. And I believe that they're going to dominate in AI. And now's the time to continue to add to your positions. And that's why I have them in the $5 a day challenge. But I also have them in my Roth IRA. Okay. For those of you that know about pre-taxed. All right. So for those of you, anybody really over 30 needs to be investing in an IRA account. All right. So let's keep it moving here. Apple, they smashed it. It barely moved, and it's done that for the last couple of quarters. But I still believe that Apple is a growth stock. It's a value / growth stock. It's FANG. It's part of FANG, and it's big time tech. And I would just say 2 years from now, you're going to wish you've been buying in. And it's one of those things that you got time because it really doesn't move. Apple is really not moving, hasn't moved in a while. But now's the time to keep dollar cost averaging in. Now let's move to Tesla. Tesla had its earnings call on Tuesday. And I bought some Tesla on Wednesday. Because it dipped under $700. So Tesla, I thought it would be pretty much flat, which it did. Some people thought it would move 3% up or 3% down. It was pretty much flat, really. And I just used the opportunity to buy Tesla every time it dips under $700. So that was the catalyst for me. I bought it at $695, right? And then I bought another share at $694, a couple of shares at $694. And I'm going to keep adding to my positions every time Tesla hits under $700. I think it's going to be 900-ish even as soon as the end of this year or Q1, which is a nice upswing, a nice piece of change. And so I just keep adding to. All right. Now let's get to NIO. All right. So NIO's earnings call is this evening, Thursday night. NIO's earnings call is Thursday after closing bell, right? And so here's what I'm doing with NIO. I bought some NIO yesterday, which was Wednesday. I bought some NIO, and I bought half of the positions that I was going to purchase. I bought half. Now, NIO may run up, NIO may come back down, right? But I think NIO is going to have a good earnings report, right? And so here's what I did with NIO. Let me tell you a couple of things with NIO. All right. NIO has been rumored that they're going to come to Europe by way of Norway. So they're going to get into Europe by way of Norway. I believe that someone said that Norway will soon be the first country to have about 50% of their vehicles be electric. And that's big for NIO. I also believe that NIO is working its way to the United States. It's coming. It'll soon be here. I also believe that NIO's battery swapping program is a great way to generate more revenue for the company. So I believe that NIO's earnings call is going to be good. The chip shortage affected all of these companies. So that's nothing new. I bought half of my positions on Wednesday. And so I bought half. Now I've been consistently adding to my NIO in my portfolio, but the amount of money that I wanted to spend in this block, I bought half on Wednesday before the earnings report, just as insurance if things don't go well, and anything could happen. And I'm going to purchase the other half after the earnings call, right? And some of you are saying, well, how are you going to do that? I'm going to do it on the Webull app, right? Because I can invest 4 hours after the market close. Click the link below and get started, good people. But that's what I'm going to do. So that's what I wanted to tell you and cover Apple, Tesla, and NIO. Hopefully this helped you out a little bit, good people. Hey, I always say be kind and rewind. That means be kind and be kind again, all right? We'll see you later. Listen, I want you guys to watch this video, okay? It's important, all right? Love you, good people. Live, love, laugh, and learn. Watch this video.